Everyone warned Dana, her sister, her mother, the vet who had treated him twice. They all said the same thing. That Chow Chow is too broken to love. He doesn't trust people anymore. You're going to get nothing back. Dana listened to every word. Then she drove back to Route 7, where she had seen him 3 mornings in a row, and she waited. What happened 3 months later at 3:08 a.m. proved every single one of them wrong. They told Dana she was making a mistake. Her sister said it first, then her mother, then the vet who had treated him twice before Dana even brought him home. Everyone who knew anything about that dog said the same thing. He's too far gone. He doesn't trust people anymore. You're going to pour everything you have into him, and he's going to give you nothing back. Dana listened to all of it. Then she drove back to the junction of Route 7 and Mill Creek Road, where she had seen him 3 mornings in a row, and she waited. Sully had been surviving on that road for 11 weeks. Not a shelter, not a yard. The gravel shoulder of a 2-lane highway, living in the space between an overturned wooden crate and a drainage culvert, coming out only at dawn and dusk when traffic thinned. A 55-pound Chow Chow with golden fur, so matted it had begun to cord, moving low to the ground like an animal that had forgotten it was allowed to hold its head up. 2 different people had called animal control. Animal control had come twice. Both times, Sully had disappeared into the tree line and waited them out. He was not feral. He understood exactly what was happening. He simply did not trust what came after. Dana was a 34-year-old occupational therapist who worked with children recovering from trauma. She knew what 11 weeks of surviving looked like. She had seen it in kids who flinched at doors opening too fast and kept their backs to walls in waiting rooms. She recognized it the first morning she slowed her car on Route 7 and saw Sully pressed flat against the culvert, watching her with eyes that were amber and exhausted and completely without hope. She didn't try to approach him that day or the next. She parked on the shoulder every morning for 6 days and sat on the hood of her car with a bowl of food placed 8 feet in front of her. She didn't call to him, didn't move toward him, just sat there, present, while he watched her from the tree line and decided what she was. On the 7th morning, he ate the food while she was still there. On the 9th morning, he was sitting next to her car when she arrived. On the 11th morning, she opened the door and he got in. Her sister called it reckless. Her mother called it another Dana project. The vet said it plainly. Chow Chows that go feral don't come back easily. Whatever broke him out there, it broke something deep. Don't expect a normal dog. The first 2 weeks, Dana didn't expect anything. She set up a space for him in the corner of the living room, a dog bed with raised sides, food on a schedule. She moved slowly in her own house. She spoke quietly. She never reached for him without letting him see her hand first. At night, she left a light on in the hallway because she didn't know what darkness meant to him now. Sully slept in his corner and watched her. Here is what most people don't know about Chow Chows. They're one of the oldest breeds on Earth, with roots going back over 2,000 years. They were bred as guardian dogs for Chinese nobility, not as companions, not as pets, but as protectors. A Chow Chow's loyalty is not given, it is earned. And once broken, it doesn't heal on anyone else's schedule. But when it does heal, what comes back is not the dog that was broken. What comes back is something older, something that remembers exactly what it was built to do. Week 3, Sully moved his sleeping location 6 inches closer to Dana's bedroom door. Week 5, she woke and found him on the floor beside her bed, back to the wall, facing the room. She reached her hand down slowly. He didn't move away. After 4 minutes, he put his chin on her palm. She cried quietly into her pillow so he wouldn't hear her and startle. If you've been here this long and haven't subscribed yet, that honestly breaks my heart a little. Hit subscribe. You need to hear what comes next. By week 8, a routine had formed that Dana hadn't asked for and couldn't have predicted. Every evening at 8:53 p.m., Sully rose from wherever he was in the house, walked every room, checked every window, and returned to his position at the bedroom door. Dana started timing it after the 3rd week, 8:53, every night. Not 8:50, not 9 o'clock. He was never wrong. He didn't cuddle. He didn't seek her out for affection the way most dogs do, but he was always in the same room, always between her and the door, always watching whatever she was facing away from. Her sister visited and said the dog still seemed cold. Dana didn't correct her. She understood that Sully's language wasn't what her sister was looking for. She had stopped needing it to look like anything in particular. 3 months after Route 7, on a Thursday night in January, Dana woke at 3:08 a.m. to Sully standing on the bed. Not lying down, standing, all 4 legs, on her bed, facing the window. A sound was coming from him that she had never heard before. Not a bark, something lower, something that seemed to come from a different part of him entirely. His body was rigid, every muscle locked. His eyes were fixed on the window and did not move. Dana sat up. Sully didn't look at her. He didn't move. She followed his gaze to the window. A figure was in her backyard, standing still near the gate, partially obscured by shadow, not moving, not leaving. Dana's hands found her phone in the dark. She called 911 without turning on a light. Sully stayed on the bed, standing, that sound continuing in his chest, steady, controlled, unwavering, a signal that said, "I see it, and I am not moving, and neither should you." The figure left before the police arrived. The officer found the gate latch worked loose and boot prints in the soft ground near the back fence. A house on the next street had been entered through an unlocked rear window that same night. Dana's house was untouched. The officer looked at Sully sitting at Dana's feet. "How long has he been with you?" Dana said, 3 months. The officer wrote something in his notebook. Then he said, "Whatever was wrong with him before, it isn't anymore." Dana looked at Sully. Sully looked at Dana with the same eyes she had first seen pressed against a culvert on Route 7, amber, steady, and no longer without hope. Today, Sully is 2 years old. He still does his 8:53 rounds every night without being asked. He still sleeps against the wall beside her bed, back to the room, facing the door. He still positions himself between Dana and whatever she isn't watching. He is not what the vet described. He is not what her sister expected. He is not what 11 weeks on a highway should have produced. But then, nobody warned Dana what he might become. They only warned her what he had been. Some dogs come to you already broken. They carry it in the way they move, in the distance they keep, in the 11 weeks they spend surviving alone on a 2-lane road. And some people are exactly the wrong person to give up on them. Dana wasn't trying to fix Sully. She was simply willing to wait. And at 3:08 a.m. on a Thursday in January, he showed her what he had been waiting to become. Was Dana reckless for taking in a dog everyone said was too broken? Or was she exactly what he needed? Tell me in the comments.